aggressively and do it without fouling.
And Brian, in the case of Reitzel, he hasn't played in 2.5 weeks. It could be, as I say, as simple, but it could be basically just trying to keep him hydrated, get the IVs in him, keep him hydrated, because, again, he hasn't gone at this pace, this energy in quite a while.
He hasn't, a good 2.5 weeks, so understandable. He's playing at a high level, and fortunately, he's back in the game.
He is indeed, with Bama down 54-47 and 11:15 to go. Stevenson gives it off to Pringle, who flips it to Sears. Mark, catch and shoot three, short. Rebound claimed by Arkansas. May have rushed that one a bit. Here's Ellis throwing it way ahead. Nice catch in traffic. Martin gives it off to Mack. He misses, and a foul is going to be called on the Crimson Tide. Trevon Mark, the man that was fouled.
Well, Alabama 0 for their last 5, and that was well executed, but also well defended. You mentioned a quick shot. It was quick because the defense was in great defensive position. Not a good look for Mark Sears. Could have gotten the ball inside. Looked to be open initially, but that's one that Mark pump fake and go. Well defended by the Razorbacks, and once again, the Hogs back at the line.
Free throw up and good by Mark, who now has 7 points, 3 for 3 from the free throw line. They took a 3 away from Latrell Reitzel and called it a 2, so he's officially only 2 of 5 from bank first three-point range, as Mark hits both for the Hogs, and it's 56-47. The lead back up to 9. Bama had it to 3 and a 3 to tie, but couldn't get it to go. Sears with the basketball, handing it off to Walters. Sam on the drive to the rim, off the glass, no good, but he's fouled, and Walters will go to the line to shoot a pair. And man, obvious reasons we want to see this go through, but most of all for Sam Walters, he just needs to see the ball go through the net, where hopefully he can start making some threes as well.
Yeah, and they're going to fall for Sam. He's too good of a shooter, but when you're struggling from the three-point line, get to the rim, get to the free throw line. That's what Sam was able to do on that possession. You mentioned the Latrell Reitzel, what we thought was a 3, that they changed it to a 2. There's a similar play in the first half with Jaron Stevenson, who knocked down what we thought was a 3, ended up being a 2. So twice now, Alabama has had points taken off the board on long 2s, which Nate Oates does not like.
That one hung on the rim and fell off, so only 1 of 2 for Walters to keep it in an 8-point game. 56-48 with 10:42 to go. Alabama only 11 of 16 from the free throw line. Ellis with the basketball, giving it off left side. Works it to the man deep in Davenport. He'll drive, he'll spin, he'll shoot with the left hand and score off the glass. Willed that one in to make it a 10-point Hog lead. Here's Sears going the other direction. Goes to the rack, off the glass and in. Count it, an and one opportunity for Mark Sears.
Boy, needed that. Alabama was 0 for their last 5. Hadn't had a field goal in almost 3 minutes of action. And Mark Sears, his first bucket of the second half, and that was needed as Alabama cut the Arkansas lead, I think, 1 here in the second half, but it's been all Arkansas, mostly at the free throw line, extending the lead to 10, a chance to cut it to 7 at the line for Mark.
Sears shooting 1, trying to make it a 7-point game. And he does. Perfect on that attempt. Mark now with 16 points. 3 for 3 from the charity stripe, and Alabama has cut it to 58-51. 10 minutes, 15 seconds left to play. Ellis with the dribble, working against Pringle. Throws it low post. Mitchell working against Sears. Mitchell trying to back his way down. Spin, shoots, misses. Rebound fought for. Walters had it, but a tie-up's going to be called, and the arrow will favor Alabama.
Alabama not able to secure the defensive rebound because you had the 6'9" Makai Mitchell posted up on Alabama's point guard, Mark Sears, who did a good job of forcing a difficult shot. It was Sam Walters coming over, not able to get the block shot, but at least able to tie it up, and Bama gets it back.
Estrada to Pringle, takes the dribble, hands it off to Sears. Mark for 3, bottom. They say it's another 2. Said he had a toe on the line.
He did. Alabama with its 3rd long 2 of the game, but we'll take it as Alabama and Mark Sears starting to heat up.
Not upset with the call, just that, golly, that's 3 points we'd love to have right now total with the 3s that are called 2s. Davenport with it. working against Walters. Let's fly from deep. That's no good. Long rebound. Pringle hands it off to Sears. Bama down 5, pushing it ahead. Mark near side. Estrada. One more. Walters to the rack. Laid it up and in. Sam Walters' first field goal. And Bama's to within 3 with 9:15 to go. Crowd on its feet again.
Walters struggling from 3, but attacking the rim. Not able to throw it down, but finishes at the rim.
Ellis flips it left side to Davis. Davis back to Ellis in the corner. Ellis to Davis. Around he goes with it to Battle. Battle working against Walters. Battle nearly lost it, but it gets it shuffled over to Ellis. Ellis driving, spinning, shooting. Wild shot, no. Rebound Pringle. He got another one. Here's Estrada. Bama needs a 3 to tie. Estrada front court. Estrada to the top of the arc. Got tripped by a teammate, I thought, but they're going to say it's on Ellis. Whoever it was on, he went down, and hallelujah, they called it on Arkansas and Ellis, and so Latrell Reitzel will be the man to go to the charity stripe and shoot 1 plus the bonus for Alabama here.
Is that 7? I think it's just 6.
They've got bonus up on the board, even though it's only 6 fouls, they say. And you're right, Brian. They've got conflicting things on our stat monitor. Well, they've got bonus, I'm sorry, because Alabama had 9 fouls. That's right. That is the 16th foul. Bama inbounds it. Sears to the rack. Up. No, but he got fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. Too bad that one didn't go in, or his free throw would have given Bama a chance for a tie.
And if that call didn't come, and it came very late, we were about to see a Nate Oates technical as he was in the ear of the officials. Great take from Mark Sears. Has it. That explosiveness we've seen here in the second half, able to take the contact from Mitchell and get to the line, a chance to cut this Arkansas lead to 1.
I understand waiting on fouls that don't involve a shot as Sears misses the first. But I don't know why you hesitate to blow a whistle if it's a clear foul and it results in a missed shot or a turnover. It
is a change in officiating this year where they're waiting. They're telling the officials to wait. Make sure you get it right, but sometimes I agree there's not a need.
1 of 2 for Sears. Bama looking for a stop that would give them a chance to tie or take the lead, but Arkansas's got the ball up a bucket right now. Far side, they go to Davenport. Davenport feeds it back to Battle. Battle to Mitchell at the elbow. Hands it back to Battle. He throws up a wild shot and got it to go. He was just trying to draw a whistle, and he got the 2 to go from 18 feet. Bama the other way. Estrada stepping into a deep 3. It's no good, and the rebound controlled by the Hogs. Not the look we wanted there. Battle loses it, goes out of bounds, and Bama will get it back. I don't know who got the deflection that caused that 18-wheeler to jackknife going down an icy highway, but Bama fortunate that they'll get the ball back with good, quick hands.
It looked like it was just a little bit of Battle being out of control and Mark Sears being in really good defensive position. Not a great look on the offensive end by Aaron Estrada. He's not a great percentage three-point shooter. That one was deep, contested, and Alabama fortunate to get it back.
And even for Bama, it was early in the shot clock. Here's Pringle giving it off to Walters. Walters on the drive, stopping on the block, leaning in off the glass. No, rebound off the leg of a Razorback, but they say it's off Sam Walters. Chuck Jones is going to come in, I think, and correct it right here. Chuck came over, and he's going to have a word for the officials. We've got a media timeout anyway. We'll see who has the ball when we come back. 7:47 to go. Bama trailing Arkansas 60-56. They say it will be Bama ball when we return on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Some ball games. Now, make no mistake, they have been boat raced in several, but they have also battled many teams to the wire, as they are Alabama. In fact, they've got the lead right now by 4. Here's Sears with it, driving, stopping, backing it out beyond the arc. Sears circles away from trouble. Goes down the lane, gets hacked, knocked to the deck, and he'll go to the line to shoot a pair, as I think they'll get Ellis for the foul, and they will.
When Mark Sears just continues to probe the defense, and there was nothing there the majority of that possession, but he just kept after it. Couple of high ball screens, able to get inside, had an angle to the basket, took the contact, and back to the free throw line.
Ellis guilty of his 4th. Alabama's played a lot of this second half without Grant Nelson, who's got 4 as well. Sears at the stripe with 7:37 to go. The first of 2 is no good. That is Mark's second miss in this game.
Tired legs.
Yeah, big
and
part of it.
Not just specific to Mark, but this Alabama team. And a lot of teams in college basketball this time of year needs rest. And a lot of times when really good free throw shooters are missing free throws, it comes down to tired legs.
Does indeed. Bama to within 3 again with 7:33 to go. Arkansas basketball, as driving will be Mark. He'll pull up with the left hand, rims out no good. Rebound inside Mitchell, got the position, won the battle, and got it to go. The lead goes to 5 again at 62-57. 7:17 to play. Sears off of a screen, left alone, lets fly from 3. That one is short, hit the rim, hit the top of the glass, and goes over the backboard. And that is back to what you were just talking about.
That was a great look. Yeah, a little bit short with it. Ended up being open against Mark, who's a really good defender, but Sears short with a free throw and short on the 3 right there.
Nelson comes in for Alabama. I think it was Stevenson who exits. On the drive, they'll throw it inside to Mitchell. Mitchell working against Nelson, backing his way in, pump fake shot, got it to go. Took it right at him, and Nelson didn't want to pick up the 5th. Here comes Bama the other way. Really need a bucket here. 64-57, 6:45 to play. A lot of time left, but needs some momentum gained again. Here's Sears driving, dishing to Nelson. Nelson will work his way into the paint. He'll stop, he'll spin, he'll shoot the little jump hook, got it to go. 5-point Arkansas advantage, 6:30 to play.
Alabama needs stops and to rebound the ball. Nick Pringle's done a good job doing both. Grant Nelson can't be as aggressive with those fouls.
Arkansas with Mack to Mitchell, back to Mack. Or Mark, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Mark with the basketball. Working against Pringle. Mark crossing over, giving it off right side. A deep 3 is no good. Weak side rebound Nelson. Outlet pass Estrada. Estrada working front court. Estrada near side, going underneath the basket. Off the glass and in, and Alabama is back to within 3. 64-61 with 5:53 remaining.
Alabama.
Crowd rising is one again.
Alabama able to get a stop out in transition. Good decision by Aaron Estrada to take it strong to the basket.
They work it onto the right side to Brazil. Brazil to Mark, top of the arc. Mark throwing it down to Mitchell. Defended by Estrada. Mitchell spinning baseline. Poked away and stolen. Estrada got the steal. Saves it to Pringle, who gives it back to Aaron. And the Tide brings it ahead. Estrada driving. Goes down the lane. Steps through. Off the glass and in. It's a 1-point game. 5:20 remaining here in Tuscaloosa.
Aaron Estrada doing it on both ends. He was matched up with a 6'9" Malachi Mitchell, able to pick his pocket. That started the Bama fast break.
Mark working against Estrada. Mark working on the wing, driving down the lane, off his leg, out of bounds, or they say it's off Alabama. Wow. Aaron Estrada thought he got the deflection off the leg of the Razorback. Instead, they said it was off of Aaron's foot. 5:03 to play, 14 on the shot clock, and they showed the replay, and that was butchered. Based on the reaction, it was not accurate.
Yeah, you could see it on the replay.
It's not even close. Another tough one goes against the Tide. They inbound it, then they lose it out of bounds, and Bama's got it. I don't know if there was any poetry to that, but there was indeed justice. 5:03 to play. Bama down 1, looking to take its first lead of the day with a bucket here.
It's been a 6-0 run for Alabama over the last minute and a half. 3 for its last 3.
Come on, fellas. Here's Estrada. Estrada going to his left. Estrada stopping. Estrada looking for Sears. Sears working against Davis. Playing off the screen from Pringle. Sears downhill. Reverse layup blocked. Tipped. Scrambled. Knocked out of bounds by Nelson.
Well, that's a really good defensive play by Malachi Mitchell. Mark Sears got the ball inside where he wanted it. Good hustle from Grant Nelson to try to knock it away. But he knocks it out of bounds, and little defensive substitution getting Grant Nelson out of the game with 4 fouls.
Stevenson in to replace him. Hodges work it to Battle. Battle playing off the screen to Mitchell. Mitchell a couple of dribbles to his left, a third, a fourth. He picks it up, flips it to Davis. Davis will back it out beyond the arc with 10 on the shot clock. Again, they go to Battle. Battle working against Reitzel. Lost it, got it back. Drives in, off the glass and in. Man, he just muscled that one in.
I thought he lost it.
Driving in will be Estrada. Steps back on the baseline. 8-footer no in the rebound, controlled by Davenport in Arkansas with 4:05 remaining. Arkansas leading it 66-63, and we're now under the 4-minute mark remaining at Coleman Coliseum. Mitchell looking for Battle, gives it off to him. Battle driving to the top of the arc. Battle changing directions. Battle down low to Mitchell. That's got to be an offensive foul. It's a late whistle.
Oh!
And they call a block because, Brian, I think he was inside the restricted area, and I think that's the only reason that it went against Sears instead of being an offensive foul. Out of the timeout, Nelson, Reitzel, Sears, Pringle, and Estrada, the 5 for Alabama. And Mitchell at the line, shooting 2 shots for Arkansas with 3:46 remaining. First one is up, and that one is good.
Alabama has defended really well here in the second half. Too many fouls. Went through that span early where Arkansas able to get to the free throw line, and they're really good. And Mekhi Mitchell, inside 80% free throw shooter, knocks both down.
Big man who shoots it at that high percentage is awfully effective, and it's a 5-point Hog lead with 3:38 to go. Here's Sears with it front court for Alabama. Sears playing off of a screen, driving, kicking in the corner. Nelson, he'll let it go from 3. Bottom, huge make there for Alabama, and for Grant Nelson, that is the 6th bank first 3 of the day.
Grant Nelson doesn't shoot a great percentage on the year, but when the game's on the line, he's made huge ones. That one as big as any.
Bama 2 within a bucket again. A 3-point Arkansas advantage. They throw it right side. Mitchell on the drive. Cut off by Nelson, trying to back his way in. Throws his shoulder into Grant. Didn't get the call. Reverse layup, a beauty. Got to get some help on the weak side there, but he was able to get it to drop, and it's a 5-point game again. 70-65. Estrada on the drive. Had his pass deflected away by Mitchell again, and the Hogs come the other direction. Downhill they'll go, and a foul is going to be called on Sears.
Is it a 5-point game or a 4-point game? I thought that was a 3.
I thought it was a 3 as well.
The stat monitor.
Did they wipe another one off?
The stat monitor says.
Well, they just changed it back.
They may have said that 3 by Nelson was a 2. That's a big call in this game.
That's like 4 that have been changed from 3s to 2. Free throw up and good by Battle. He'll have another one coming. Good grief. Between the missed layups in the first half and the 3s that were changed to 2s. Battle hits them both. And the Hogs push it back to 7. Bama's never led in this game. They've been as close as 1, but they've never led. Estrada with it, giving it off to Sears. Every possession matters. Reitzel for 3. Bottom, huge make, Latrell Reitzel. Alabama 2 within 4 again with 2:26 to go. Defense, fellas, let's get a stop. Front court, Hogs will push it.
Bama needs a stop, and to do it without fouling, Arkansas has gone inside, drawing Bama fouls here late.
Far side Davis off the screen for Mitchell. Davis lost it, got it back, feeds it to Ellis. Ellis kicking on the far side to Brazil. Brazil driving against Nelson, puts it up and got it to go with a left hand. Jackknife in the air, put it up with a left hand, got it to go, and with 2 minutes to play, Bama's down 6. Here's Estrada. Estrada looking, finds Sears. Sears on the drive, down the lane, shot blocked, out of bounds, touch last by the Razorbacks.
Well, that's where foul trouble hurts you. Grant Nelson not able to be as aggressive as he normally would. Arkansas takes advantage of it, going right at him.
Estrada will inbound it from the baseline. Looking for Reitzel. He's got him there. Catch and shoot. 3 ball short. Rebound, though, run down by Pringle to Sears in the corner. He tries a 3 short, and the weak side rebound claimed by Ellis. The inbounds pass to Reitzel was too low. If he hits him in rhythm, it looks different. Ellis front court with Arkansas the ball and a 6-point lead with a minute and a half to go.
Have to have a stop right here.
Between the circles, Ellis. Ellis playing off of a double screen, goes to the elbow, gives it back out to Brazil. 5 on the shot clock. To Davis at 4, at 3, lets it fly. That's an air ball, saved by the Hogs, but that will be a shot clock violation with a minute 12 to go in the game, and Bama down 6.
Alabama with just its second made 3 of the second half by Latrell Reitzel a couple possessions ago. Bama 2 for 13 from deep and getting great looks.
Estrada working left side, giving it off to Sears. Sears being pushed by Davis, no whistle. He'll drive and dish to Nelson in the corner for 3. Bottom, he did it again. Grant Nelson is second. Bank first 3 in the last 2 minutes, and Alabama gets a timeout with 59.9 seconds remaining. Bama has never led in this ball game. Arkansas was up as many as 15 late in the first half before Bama cut it to 6 at intermission. They have had a chance to take the lead on a couple of occasions at most. Arkansas has answered the bell each time. Hogs have it with a minute to go. They lead by 3. Got to get a stop. Hogs with it in battle. Battle near the center court stripe. 17 to shoot. 16, 15 with the game clock at 44. Battle just holding the basketball. 10, dribbles right at 9. 8, Battle going downhill, hands it off Mitchell. Missed the dunk. Rebound claimed by Bama. Nelson flips it ahead Estrada. Estrada spinning left, giving it off to Pringle. Pringle to Sears. Sears out to Reitzel. Fakes a 3. Steps back for the tie. Bottom. Let's start over. Tied at 74. 20 seconds remain. Arkansas can hold it for the last shot. Tie game, 74 all, 12-11. Arkansas won't use the timeout. Brazil front court, or Battle with it front court at 6. Battle at 5, at 4, at 3, at 2, at the buzzer, short. It is out of time. OT we go. Great effort, Alabama, tying it for the first time since we started, and we are headed to overtime in the regular season finale. We're tied at 74. Back in 1 minute on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Well, the guys at CB&S Bank picked a good one. 74 all. Bama and Arkansas going to overtime, an extra 5 minutes, and it's all brought to you by CB&S Bank, proud to sponsor the Crimson Tide. Prouder to take the court with you.
You're happy to be in overtime considering where Alabama was just a few minutes ago, but you can't relax. You got to keep getting it done on both ends of the floor, especially defensively.
Pringle to jump for Alabama. It'll be Brazil to do it for the Hogs, and they win the tap in the backcourt to our right. They get it front court with Ellis. Ellis playing off of a screen, goes right side. Ellis playing off the screen again, goes left. Hands it off to Brazil, left wing. Brazil will drive to the free throw line. Shot blocked by Pringle. Picked up by Sears and then Nelson. Now Mark pushes it ahead. Bama looking for its first lead. Sears circles away from traffic to Nelson. Back to Sears. Sears working against the bigger defender Mitchell. Sears on the near wing. Crosses over, down the lane. Back out Estrada. Estrada, bounce pass inside. Pringle got fouled. A late whistle, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
That was a good look inside. It was a late call and an awkward looking jump. It's because he got fouled as Makai Mitchell took Nick's legs out going into that shot. That'll be Nick Pringle at the line. He's been huge in this game, especially defensively and rebounding the ball. It's been Pringle with 10 rebounds. Just 1 for 5 from the field. He's got 7 points, 5 for 8 from the free throw line. A couple of big opportunities right here.
Pringle shooting a pair. 4:23 to go. Bama looking for its first lead of the day. And still looking as that one hit off the front iron. Nick's 5 of 9.
Looking at foul trouble, Grant Nelson's got 4, Sears and Reitzel with 3. Arkansas has 3 players with 4. Ellis, Mark, and Mitchell.
Alabama takes the 75-74 lead with 4:20 to go in OT.
The first lead of the game for Alabama.
Ellis, a bounce pass, right side to Davis. Davis directing traffic, dribbles left, takes it left to the circle, working against Pringle, gives it off to Ellis on the left wing. 7 to shoot as he works it now. Driving, handoff, inside Mitchell the flush. Battle is the one that drew the defense to him, and then Mitchell got the dunk, and the Hogs lead it by 1. On the other end, it's Reitzel. Reitzel trying to get free. Reitzel fires the pass over to Nelson. Nelson going baseline, kicks it in the corner. Estrada, 3, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Arkansas. That's got to be Bama ball. Oh, mercy, Chuck Jones didn't see it. And look, great work by that crew. Mike Nance saw it. They made the right call. The other 2 officials couldn't tell, and I think they'll go to the monitor, or will they?
I think they're going to get Latrell Reitzel out. He was down, not exactly sure.
He may have gotten popped.
Get Sam Walters into the game. Well, that was a great look from Aaron Estrada, who struggled shooting the ball in this game wide open, but Bama gets it back.
Hopefully Latrell can come back as Bama looks to get the ball in. They beat the count, getting it to Pringle. Pringle fires it back to Estrada. He'll drive baseline, got cut off. Backs it out, gets it into the paint now. Kicks it over to Walters for 3. Hallelujah! Sam Walters, first make in a month, it feels like, for that fella, but he buries it when Bama needed it most. 78-76 with 3:15 to go in overtime.
What a huge shot by the freshman.
Battle with it, around to Mark. Mark driving, and a foul's going to be called. If it's on Nelson, it's his 5th. Grant just fouled out. You know what? He did. Oh. They pointed it on 2-4.
Okay.
He put up a 2, which would have been on Nelson, and then Chuck Jones threw up 4 fingers. And I've never been happier to see that.
And I'm not sure that's the right call. I thought
I'm real sure it's not.
Was on Grant Nelson unless Sam Walters reached in.
Wow.
And they gave it to him. That's a big no call on Grant Nelson. Obviously, it sends a really good free throw shooter to the line with a chance to tie the game, and Tremont Mark.
Tremont Mark hits the first. Tremont Mark hits the second, and we are tied at 78. What a ball game here in the final regular season contest. Estrada trying to go baseline, cut off, flips it to Pringle, pivots, looks, Pringle backing down, giving it to Nelson for 3. No good. Rebound, Walters claims it, puts it up, got it! Sam Walters, back-to-back buckets, a 3, and then a rebound to lay it in, and Alabama leads by 2, 80-78 with 2:37 remaining.
And how about Sam Walters only in the game because Latrell Reitzel just went out with maybe a little bit of a leg injury, but Walters making the most of it in a huge way.
Mark giving it off on the left side to Ellis. Ellis on the drive, underneath, pass to Mitchell is in, and we're tied at 80 with 2:17 to go in overtime. Sears front court for Alabama. Sears looking, crossing right, giving it off to Pringle. Pringle, a dribble to his left, a handoff, Estrada. Estrada the drive, the runner off the glass, yes. How about the poise of Estrada? He had an open 3, but he's not been good from there today. He drove it to the bucket. He got it to go, and Bama leads by 2 with 1:50 remaining. Mark with it for Arkansas. Mark against Nelson, lost it. Grant took it away. Here comes Bama. Mark Sears to the rim, lays it in. Bama by 4 with 1:38 to go.
What a huge stop as Arkansas gets the timeout. Graham Nelson able to give ground, defend without fouling. That started the Alabama fast break. Bama up 4 with 1:38 to play.
Woo! Crowd on its feet.
And how about Sam Walters? He's in the game because Latrell Weitzel, who hit the game-tying 3, looked like he got bumped. He's on the Alabama bench dealing with that. Hopefully he's okay, but Sam Walters comes in the game, knocks down his first 3 in several games, gets an offensive rebound putback. What huge minutes by the freshman who, without that situation, Latrell probably wouldn't be in the game, but love to see the freshman who struggled mightily from the three-point line the last couple of weeks of the season step up, making big plays in this game on both ends of the floor, playing way more minutes than probably Nate Oates would have liked for him to, but 18 points and 4 for 8 from the three-point line right now on the Alabama bench. But how about the next man up mentality as Sam Walters gets the opportunity and had a huge 3, a huge offensive rebound, and Alabama able to put back-to-back stops together and get this lead.
Looks like Latrell's going back in the game, Brian. He is seated within the huddle of the players that will normally go back on the floor for the Crimson Tide. Sam Walters standing up, which would indicate that he's out. But, man, this thing looks a whole lot different without Sam in the last minute and a half.
Well, without those plays, Alabama wouldn't be in a position to win this game. Still far from this game being over. Just a 2-possession game, 1:38 to play. Alabama was down 6 with 2 minutes to play, or less than 2 minutes, against Arkansas in this game in regulation. And some big plays late. Alabama able to get stops. And we said it the entire second half. You got to get it done on the defensive end. That's why Alabama was able to get it to overtime and got to continue that here the last 1:38 of OT. And also defend without fouling. This Arkansas team has been so good from the free throw line. I don't think they've missed since the first half. 21 for 23 from the line.
Ellis with the basketball for Arkansas as the Tide has its biggest lead of the day at 4. They didn't lead at all until overtime. Hogs with it on the drive. They go down the lane. Shot would not drop for Battle, but he gets fouled and will go to the line for a pair. When he makes up his mind, he's going to go to the rim, Brian. Well, he's getting to the rim one way or the other.
There's been nobody hotter in college basketball over the last couple of weeks than Khalif Battle. It's been over 30 points in 3 straight games. The only game he hasn't, that 4th game, he had 29 against LSU. Alabama's done a pretty good job on him in this game, but he and his teammates have gotten to the line and they haven't missed.
They do hit another one. They are 22 of 24 from the stripe. Alabama's 15 of 23.
They've been perfect in overtime and in the second half from the line.
Second attempt upcoming, trying to make it a 2-point game. 1:26 to go. Box outs, so important just in case. And he does make another one. Nelson will inbound it. Gets it into Sears. Bama by 2 with 1:21 left to play in overtime. Front court, Sears. Sears giving it off to Estrada. Estrada looking to his right. Hands it off to Sears. Sears over to Reitzel. Reitzel on the wing, driving to the elbow. Reitzel stopping, backing it out, throws it down low. The catch, the flush from Pringle. Great job by Reitzel, backing it out, drawing the defense away, and then Sears checked that Pringle with a flush.
Patient and poised, the veteran on senior night makes a big play.
Battle the drive in the bucket for 2 with 50 seconds to go, making it a 2-point game again, 86-84. Bama the ball in the 2-point lead. Reitzel front court. Reitzel trying to drive. Reitzel cut off and backing it out. Reitzel near the center court stripe, being hounded by the defender Battle. Reitzel off the screen, works inside the arc, works down the lane, works to the paint, works it in. Oh, mercy! What a play, Latrell Reitzel, running off the hip. of Nick Pringle, and Bama leads by 4. 25 seconds remaining. Battle up top 3. Brick caught by Nelson. Bama with 20 seconds to go has it up by 4. Luttrell front court. Luttrell had it poked away. A scramble out of bounds. Sit down, folks. I can't see. Thank you. It'll be,
I think,
whose ball? They called it on Alabama, and shots upcoming for Arkansas with 13.8 to go.
The only thing that can't happen, a chance to cut into this lead, they go the other way, is Alabama.
Latrell Reitzel's fourth.
Alabama turns it over. Latrell Reitzel trying to get it back, gets called for the foul, and Arkansas, a team that has been perfect from the line, goes to the stripe. It'll be Ellis going to the line for 2. 14 seconds to play. Alabama up 4.
They remain perfect. Do the Hogs in this frame. Pringle's coming out. Walters in to replace him. Bama wanted to make sure they've got another free throw shooter on the floor.
I think there's too much time for Arkansas to intentionally miss this. But Alabama's got to be careful with it. Bama's got a couple of timeouts.
Free throw is missed, and Estrada claims it. And then Arkansas knocked it out of bounds. 12.8 to go. It's a 3-point lead. That is Arkansas's first miss of the second half. Ellis couldn't get it to go. Will go the other way, and they called a foul on Arkansas. Yep. It was not a miss. It was not a deflection out of bounds. It was a foul on the Hogs. And who's going to the line for the Tide?
It'll be Aaron Estrada. Hasn't had a great game in terms of scoring. 4 for 14 from the field. Has not attempted a free throw. Only 3 rebounds, but a chance to make this a 2-possession game.
This is big right here. 88% on the year. Free throw good. One more upcoming. Pringle comes back in, and Walters will sit down. Defense replacing offense for Alabama. 12.8 on the clock. 89-85 on the scoreboard. Bama free throw is good. Here in overtime, Bama its biggest lead at 5. Hogs hurry the other way. Mark lets fly from deep. Nails it with 8 seconds to go. It's a 2-point game. Be smart, fellas. Timeout. Oh, that's a break for Alabama because they stopped the clock to talk something over, and that's going to help Bama get Sam Walters into the game. That's huge.
Yeah, because Arkansas did not put a man on Nick Pringle, and he was the open man.
They're going to review it to see if it's a 2 or a 3, I guess. But man, Brian, regardless, not having to use a timeout and being able, not that you couldn't have because you got 2 left, but to get Sam Walters in the game right there, that is massive for Alabama.
Yeah, and Nate Oates doesn't have to call timeout. Got 2 left in case you can't get the ball in bounds. And did they call it a 2 on the floor?
Brian, I don't think so. I've got it as a 3 on our stat monitor, but only a 2 on the score, and they do make it a 3-point basket after reviewing.
And that'll make it a 2-point game. So,
and I thought that was right all along.
Yeah, it just, as we've seen over the course of this game on a couple of different occasions, the stat monitor and the scoreboard did not agree. Now they do. 2-point game with 8.1 seconds to play gives, as you mentioned, Nate Oates an opportunity to get more free throw shooters in the game, and you want the ball in the hands of Mark Sears right here. And Arkansas knows that. They're going to deny Aaron Estrada, Latrell Reitzel, but also in the game, Walters and Grant Nelson.
Ellis will not face guard Estrada. Instead, he will try to help deny anybody coming to the ball, including Sears, or especially Sears. Bama's got to hurry. They get it into Mark. Mark will flip it ahead. Walters will drive in to the rack for the flush. Bama by 4 with 3 seconds to go. Hogs throw it ahead. Let them battle. Deep 3. It's no good. It's no good. Let's get out of here. Bama wins it. 92-88 in overtime. Strike up the band. exactly make barbecue like we did a year ago, but cutting the heart out of the pig ain't a bad thing either. 92-88, Alabama able to get the win in overtime. And folks, if you're listening, stay put, because we got Senior Day festivities taking place here at Coleman Coliseum.
Overtime 92-88. That Bama highlight was presented by Guthrie's Chicken Fingers. Guthrie's is America's original chicken finger restaurant and a proud partner of the Crimson Tide. Get a bucket of Guthrie's for your next Bama get-together. And our post-game conversation with Coach Nate Oates is presented by Cook's Pest Control. Cook's Pest Control and Centricon, the unbeatable combination for termite protection. Now in the locker room, Chris Stewart with Bama coach Nate Oates.
Coach, heck of a battle all day long, and then your team able to gut one out at the stretch. How were they able to get it done?
We quit turning the ball over. That's a big start. You know, our turnovers were killing us in the first half. Points off turnovers was drastically in their favor up until late in the game. We started making a run. So, you know, we got to take better care of the ball. But look, these guys found a way to win. They've been doing that some of these close games. So we got to use this momentum going into Nashville. You know, we obviously know we're much better than what we played today, but sometimes you got to find a way to win a game when you're not playing particularly well. So, you know, we out-rebounded the team. You know, I thought, you know, we choked the blue-collar plays, and they were up on us on a lot of those. We have not had many games this year where we've had over 100. You know, we had over 100 today. I thought Pringle and Grant played really well. I mean, they were our two leaders on the blue-collar stuff by a long shot. So, got great minutes out of those two guys. And Trelly hit a big shot. Grant hit a big shot. Grant hit two big shots, but nice. His foot was behind the line on the first one. We had three of those long twos with our foot on the line that maybe wouldn't have gone to overtime if we'd have done that. But these guys figured it out. I mean, kind of go through what it takes to win, and we figured out in this game we got some stops late, some big rebounds, stepped to the line, made some free throws, and sealed the game.
You got contributions everywhere, it seemed, but you mentioned Latrell Reitzel, and having him back, obviously this is a different ball club with him available to go. And while you may have missed Rylan Griffin, and certainly did, the veteran in Latrell has certainly become one of your biggest weapons at this part of the season.
Yeah, I mean, we needed him. Those threes he hit were huge, particularly that last one in regulation to tie it up. He's made big plays. He's great on defense. I mean, he's you know, you can tell he's not quite 100%, but sure, he was able to play almost 40 minutes tonight. So he was close enough to 100%. He's been there for 40 minutes. I mean, I think Aaron and Mark were the only two. All of them. Mark's at 42, and Aaron and Trelly both at almost 40. So, you know, we need those three guards to play well for us. We need to get, you know, Rylan back as soon as possible, and we need to get some of these other younger guys playing a little bit better to give us a little bit more depth. But Sam Walters made some big plays late. I mean, struggled early, just kept telling us, like, put me back in. I'm going to make a tough play. That offensive rebound put back was huge. The three hit was huge. His attitude was great. A lot of these guys could have had sour attitudes or whatever, or dropped their head when stuff wasn't going well, stayed in it. Thought this was the best game Sears had all year as far as leadership goes. Like, you know, Trelly hit some shots. Come on, we got to get Trelly a shot. The guys stay in it. We're together. Like, he was really good. So I want to make sure we mention that because, you know, we've been on him to be a little bit better leader, and he was great tonight.
Coach, finally, what does this win do for your team momentum-wise going into the postseason?
Yeah, I hope it gives us some confidence that even when we don't play well, we can still get a win because we know we didn't play very well. But, you know, if we guard and sit down and take care of the ball, like we get locked in, we can make comebacks, go back to our first championship we won in Nashville. I think we were down 15 in the second half in the semifinals to Tennessee and came back and won the game. So you just got to hang in there, make tough plays, get some stops, keep taking good shots, get on the old glass. You know, we ended up with 16 second chance points. You know, we don't win the game without those second chance points. So you just got to make some tough plays like that.
Thank you for the time. Congratulations again.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. Roll Tide.